Good morning and welcome to this Digital Weather Now forecast. A couple minutes past the top of the 11 o'clock hour, we are watching hot temperatures here, feeling those hot temperatures across the coastal empire and the low country. When I give you an update of what we're talking about here, it's going to be current temperatures, how I think temperatures play out this afternoon, and then we're looking ahead to some really warm weather, hot weather coming up on your Wednesday and your Thursday. Outside right now, Safe Touch Security First Alert Live Radar is dry. Going to show you that in a moment. But first temperatures, 87 in Savannah, 88 Jessup, 87 Waycross, 90 at 11 a.m. in Swainsboro. So yeah, it's hot. 87 Sylvania, 86 Walterboro, and in the mid to upper 80s down St. Simons. Now these are the actual temperatures. What I'm going to show you now using our interactive tools, it feels like temperatures or the current heat index. And it's already feeling like 101 in Claxton, 99 in Jessup. There's a hot spot, 102 in Buford. And I think this is incorrect. The St. Simons sensor has been reporting extraordinarily high dew points just there on the island for the past couple of days. Notice that big difference between Brunswick and St. Simons. I'm not sure that this is exactly correct, but could easily be feeling like it's close to 100, right around 100 or so in St. Simons. So that's what we have going on right now. To everyone watching, thank you, Roku, Amazon Fire, streaming on YouTube, maybe on Facebook, on Twitter, and if you are on one of the social media platforms getting your digital weather now, just feel free to ask any questions that you have. If you're not on a digital platform and you would like to ask a question, just navigate over to Twitter at WTOC11 or Facebook, WTOC TV, or you can always ask me a question, WTOC Cutter Martin. That is my page. But I want to get to your questions as I'm loading up the WTOC Facebook page. I'm going to shift gears, talk about the forecast now. This is currently what's going on, but I want to walk you through the afternoon, give you an idea of what we're watching as these questions come in. And again, I would like to wish everybody a wonderful Tuesday, actually. Getting ahead of myself here. All right, forecast loading up. Rhonda, hello to you. Hey, Shirley, Rita, Claude. Yes, Betty Ann, happy and even in the heat. Exactly. The weather could be much, much worse. It's not that bad outside. Temperatures in the 90s. Certainly it's hot. It's a little uncomfortable, but you kind of hit the nail on the head there, Betty Ann. Jaquisha, thank you for watching. Tamikia, hello to you. Hot in the borough. Good morning to you as well, Debbie. Sure is up in Statesboro. Already feeling like it's near 100. Eddie says, at least I could redirect some of the constant blowing Texas wind over this way. Come on, man. I will try. But it's hot, and if I were to blow that wind this way, we'd have rain and storms back in the forecast. So we're going to take this little drying trend. I know some places, Hampton County, South Carolina, for example, has missed out on a lot of the more significant rain of the past couple of weeks, and now we're going into a hotter stretch. So bear with me. Hopefully some more, at least isolated downpours in the forecast. But today's rain chances, here's the hour by hour, finally getting to it. They're low, about 20%, pretty isolated out there. So for the next couple of hours, we're going to probably crack 90 or so in the city of Savannah by 1. We're in the lower 90s, 3, 4 o'clock, partly cloudy, isolated showers, thunder showers. They're pretty much a given this time of year, even with a little bit of higher heights or higher pressure in our area. But I think the coverage today, the amount of folks that actually see rain, pretty low. So we're going to keep rain chances on the lower side. But some questions coming in about the specific rain chance in Pooler. Angela, that's a good question. I'm going to pull up a forecast model, a computer's idea of how radar, satellite, clouds, and rain will kind of evolve through the afternoon. So this is one particular forecast model, and disclaimer here, before I show this to you, this one is actually typically one of the more active ones. It tends to be a little wetter than what actually occurs. So with that idea in mind, showing this to you, keep in mind that this does indicate a decent amount of activity here, but primarily south of the Altamaha. And considering that this model is typically one of the more overzealous, rain may be even more isolated than what this is indicating. I think the further north and east you head, including Pooler, Savannah Metro, the low country, the lower your rain chance, generally the drier it will be. deeper in the afternoon. Sure, peak heating here at 334. We could see an isolated shower north of I-16, Allendale, Hampton counties, northern Jasper County, and Colleton County. You know, anywhere in here by 3, 4 o'clock, we certainly could see those clouds grow just tall enough to produce a shower or thunder shower. But in general, your rain chances are low today. You can see just how many areas are not getting rain, even though there are a couple of downpours here into the early evening hours, possibly. And then as soon as we kind of lose that heating here locally, midnight, we are drying out, maybe a couple of sprinkles, couple clouds left late this evening. But in general, quieter than it will be this afternoon. And this afternoon is by no means going to be a washout. It is going to be hot, though. And just a heads up, this is what the factor will be, the main factor in your weather forecast here for the next couple of days. It is the heat index. We're past the caution level. We're past the extreme caution level. We're verging on the dangerous heat indices here, 105 to 110. So this is what we're watching here, not only this afternoon, but especially as we get into your Wednesday afternoon, your Thursday afternoon. Heat indices is going to be definitely the hottest overall that we have seen so far this year. Don Garman says 100 plus heat index at 11 a.m. Very true. Thank you for that report, Don. Victoria, yeah, it's just, it's the name of the game. It's the situation we're in, or it is what it is. Bottom line, there's not much we can do about it, but, try to seek out the beach here, and I'll have a live shot for you coming up in just a moment. But before you do head out, want to get you out the door with some good advice here. First of all, the outdoor exercise, if you're someone that's into fitness, if you're trying to get that summer bod or whatever you're trying to do out there, try to limit the exercise, the exertion of energy there, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. if you're outdoors. That's the hottest time of the day. If you're trying to get a good workout in outside, probably early morning or later in the evening, just before sunset, your better time. Regardless, exercising or not, if you're outside, make sure you drink plenty of water. Also, the salts are important, electrolytes, as you continue to lose those throughout the day with sweat. And if you're outside, stay cool. Try to find some shade, especially if you're working outside for a period of a couple of hours, or if you're outside all day. Remember, there are those of us that do work outside. Try to find some shade. Cover, it may seem counterintuitive, but cover your, the back of your neck, the head, away from direct sun, something light, something that will reflect the sunlight. Because, heat exhaustion and your body temperature is one thing, but sunburn on top of that, the sun kind of just zapping your energy there is something that can really impact you as well. And just remain aware on that note how you are feeling. If you start to feel bad, dehydrated, nauseous, or if you get a headache, you feel like extremely thirsty, your lips are all dry, it's time to take a break, and you need to really make sure that you are hydrated there. And don't forget about your pets. Don't forget about loved ones that maybe aren't aware of the temperature or don't have the best living situation or have the best air conditioning situation. Just keep those folks in mind as we go through this really hot stretch. And now I'm going to pull up kind of an extended forecast here, looking at one variable of the forecast, and bear with me here, I'm going to have to look through my scenes again and load it up. I want to focus in on high temperatures here over the next several days, just what it looks like the trend will be, and I think Wednesday, Thursday will be the hottest, but we are going to have several hot afternoons here. And you kind of see, we're at the top of the scale the entire 7-day forecast, middle to upper 90s Wednesday, Thursday, briefly quote-unquote cooler Friday, Saturday, lower 90s. It's still humid, still feeling heat indices up around 100, maybe a little bit warmer. Mid-90s, your Sunday and your Monday. High pressure may try to build back in here late in the 7-day forecast Sunday, Monday, and that could bring even hotter temperatures and maybe lower rain chances back to the forecast. All right, we have some more questions coming in. Let's see. Deborah says, drink plenty of water, no caffeine, dehydrate. You can still drink caffeine. That's certainly okay. I had 2-3 cups of coffee this morning, but you don't need to go outside and rely on that to hydrate you because like you said there, Deborah, it's not going to. But you can still have your morning coffee and maybe Diet Coke throughout the day, but maybe make sure you balance that with plenty of water, especially if you're going outside today for an extended period of time. And that's even more the case on your Wednesday and your Thursday, hotter and feeling hotter as well. Zakira, thank you for watching. Yeah, the eyes emoji, it's going to be hot out there for sure. Tammy, hello to you and wishing you a good morning. Want to take you outside. Some folks are really seizing the opportunity and getting outside saying, hey, we don't care if it's hot. This is great for outdoor activities or going to the beach. And overall today, I think your beach forecast is not looking too bad here. We're seeing decent conditions, and bringing this back to the forecast here, here's a layout of the beach outlook. If you're lucky enough to have today off, rain chances low, less than 20%, southerly breeze, helping to mix around the air at least, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Water temperatures around 80, and the rip current risk today is low. Still, of course, with that southerly breeze, we encourage you to exercise caution, specifically near piers and jetties, as sometimes you can still get pulled out, even with a generally low risk of rip current. So just, it's a hot day out there. It's a humid day. We're going to have much more of this to come. There are ways, the beach, the pool, wherever, air-conditioned place, you can beat the heat, maybe go see a movie if you're really not a fan of the heat over the next few days. And you can stay ahead of the game, now know how hot it's going to be overall during the day, but also over the hour-by-hour trend. You can kind of get the latest. So we have videos up at the top. This one, the first one, talking about the hot temperatures we will feel today. All you have to do is click on that, get the latest hour-by-hour temperatures. And if you don't want to watch the video, you can always scroll down here to the hour-by-hour forecast, click on that, and click on details, or to get more information on it. And if you scroll, it's just not showing quite all of this. Well, actually, it is showing the feels like temperature. You see 99, 100, 101, 102. All that good data is in here. You can go hour by hour, see when the hottest time period will be in your neck of the woods. So the WTOC weather app is a great tool. We're going to see how much more temperatures climb here within the next hour. We're going to get another temperature update about 11:50, 11:55. The news at noon. I'll be in for Chief Meteorologist Dave Turley today. If temperatures continue to climb at the rate that they are already, or have been already, I may have to raise your high temperatures, so I'll have that update on the news at noon. You can stream it as well in the WTOC weather app. Watch it at WTOC.com, and of course on your TV. Wishing you a good and cool rest of your Tuesday.